I'll start this lesson with a quick introduction to prompt engineering, followed by an overview of what's involved in applying prompt engineering practices, and then you will learn general best practices for designing prompts. In the last lesson, I introduced you to the term prompt engineering. Prompt engineering may be thought of as a collection of practices and techniques that help with designing effective prompts. The primary goal of prompt engineering is to craft prompts that effectively guide models towards generating desired responses. I like to divide prompt engineering practices into three categories. The first category involves the application of general best practices, which are universally applicable to all models. These foundational practices serve as a cornerstone for prompt design, ensuring portability across various models. Adhering to these practices is essential for establishing a solid basis in prompt engineering. Moving to the second set of practices. These are the model-specific best practices. Recognizing that models are trained differently, these practices acknowledge the unique characteristics that drive a model's behavior. The guidance provided by the model's creator is instrumental in designing effective prompts tailored to the nuances of that specific model. The third category encompasses task-specific practices, techniques, and patterns. There's a lot of research going on to understand the model's behavior to different prompt patterns for specific tasks. Applying these task-specific techniques will save you time and potential frustrations. I'll cover the general practices in this lesson, and I'll share examples of model-specific practices in the next lesson. The task-specific practices are covered throughout the course. Before proceeding further, I would like to say that there is no silver bullet to design good prompts. Each model is different, and you will need to experiment with the models of your interest to understand what works out and what doesn't work out. The examples that I'm sharing in this lesson and later lessons may or may not work out for specific models of your interest. Keep in mind that prompt design is an iterative process that requires experimentation, experience, and patience. The first best practice is to maintain the separation between various parts of the prompt. You can use different types of delimiters such as XML tags, quotation marks, labels, etc. In this example, I'm asking the model to explain the Python code, and I'm separating out the instruction, the context, and the code. This is a badly written prompt for the same task. Herein, I'm kind of mishmashing the instruction and the Python code. Next best practice suggests that prompts should provide detailed instructions that are as clear and as specific as possible. Suppose we intend for the model to compose an essay on space. While using a prompt such as write an essay on space exploration can yield a response, it also presents risk of the model deviating or introducing factual inaccuracies due to the open nature of the instruction. Instead, it is essential to provide the model with specific instructions on how we want the response to be generated. This is an updated prompt in which we are asking the model to focus on how things have evolved over the last 5 decades. In addition, we are suggesting the model to be realistic in predicting the future of space exploration. Next practice suggests that you must avoid ambiguity in the prompt. Ambiguity in the prompt can confuse the model and lead to unexpected responses. Let me explain it with an example. Take a look at this prompt for the machine translation task. The prompt has 1 French word and 2 English words. Should the model translate the sentence to English, or should it translate the sentence to French? Most probably, the response we will receive for this prompt will be a reflection of model's confusion over what to do. Here we can apply the earlier 2 best practices to avoid the ambiguity. In this rewritten prompt, we are asking the model to translate the given text from English to French.